Hello everyone and welcome to another Let's Talk, and I'm afraid today's Let's Talk is not going to be a happy one. I've made mention of this in some of my other videos and I've been putting off making this video for a long time, partly because I didn't think it was going to be an issue so soon, and also partly because I feel I'm going to get a lot of hate for it. Unfortunately, things have come to a head much quicker than I thought they would, and as a consequence, I will be now posting less customs videos. Now, I want to make it clear, this isn't something that I want to do. It's something that I have no choice but to do. It's either make less customs videos or stop making them completely. There is no third option currently open to me. I've been very happy with my schedule of making customs videos once every weekend, but the simple truth is that if I want to keep making them for my channel, I cannot afford to keep making them every weekend. So as it now stands, I will be making them once every 2 weekends. This coming weekend, I will be doing a The Fourth Doctor's retrospective look over my previous Live from the Workshop videos, but after that, the next customs video will not be until May the 20th, and then after that it will be the 3rd of June, and then so on and so forth. As for the reasons why I can't afford to keep making them every weekend, A, as I'm now living in Sweden, I'm having to pay higher shipping costs to get things to me, or double shipping costs to get them shipped to a private address in the UK to then be sent on to me later. B, whilst what little money I do earn from YouTube goes straight back into my channel, have a look at my other Let's Talk videos so you can see how much I actually earn, what I earn from my day-to-day job goes towards living costs and paying bills, meaning there is even less for me to put into YouTube. C, my Patreon has received little to no support, although I would like to give a shout out to those who have supported it. The whole point of starting a Patreon was so that this might never actually happen, but unfortunately, due to lack of support, it has. Now, at the risk of getting more hate, the simple truth behind why my Patreon hasn't been supported is whilst a lot of people simply can't afford $1 a month to support it, a lot of people simply can't be bothered. It's fine for them to ask me to build specific customs or make videos on specific things, but when I ask for funding help in order to make the videos they've requested, suddenly that's too much of an ask. And just whilst I'm getting things off my chest, I want to address a couple of points that several people have made. One, why can't people just send me custom parts instead of donating money to me? Well, let's think this through logically. Firstly, unless you actually had the parts I needed, you would have to buy them yourself, and secondly, you would then have to ship them to me, bearing in mind that you would be paying for all of this and not me. So you could do that, which would definitely cost more than $1, or you can donate that dollar directly to me, and into the bargain, you get exclusive content and rewards. Maybe it's just me, but it seems like a bit of a no-brainer. 2. People want to support my Patreon, but they can't afford the higher tiers, and some people have even asked me to lower the prices on the higher tiers. If you can't afford one of the higher tiers, then donate to one of the lower ones. That's the very reason for making sure that the very lowest tier is the minimum donation amount possible. Every little bit helps, and there is nothing to stop you upgrading to a higher tier at a later date, but by donating the minimum amount possible, you might not be getting exactly what you wanted, but you will still be getting exclusive content and rewards, and you will be supporting me. That's what matters. As for lowering the donation prices, the costs I have set them at are what the lowest I can set them to, while still making sure it is a financially viable source of funding for me. If I lower the donation prices any more than what they are, then I will essentially be working at a loss, which defeats the point of setting up the Patreon in the first place. Now, it's worth saying that I'm not using this as an excuse to get people to support my Patreon. As I've always said, I can just ask them to consider supporting it. If they decide to actually do it, that is entirely up to them. And it's also worth saying that whilst there will be less customs videos, they are not ending in the slightest, and they will always remain free on YouTube for everyone to view. But if even a minimum of 200 of my subscribers donate $1 a month, that's just 77 pence, then it would potentially be enough for me to start making videos every 3 weekends of the month. And as that builds, because I will be saving a portion of the donations to be put aside towards future use, it will hopefully enable me to eventually get back to doing 4 customs videos a month. And if people do start supporting my Patreon, then it not only helps me fund future customs videos, but also helps me with other larger builds such as a full-size TARDIS, or helps me look into funding for other future projects such as a fan film or many other things that I want to produce. I may even look into doing animations of some kind, because I know it's something that people want to see, but the point is I need the funding to be able to do it. And I would urge you please not to think, well, I'm not going to support it, but I sure hope other people do. Because it's just that kind of thinking that's probably the reason we're here where we are now. Just $1, just 77 pence, once a month That is all I am asking people to consider. Well, I'm sorry today's video wasn't a particularly happy one, but it is something that I felt needed to be said, and I needed to make this video because it is becoming a serious issue for me. As always, I hope you enjoyed, probably not, this video. Like, favourite, subscribe, share, it really helps me out a lot, and be sure to check out the description below for a link to my Patreon. There is exclusive content and rewards for people who support it, and the funding generated, of course, helps me fund future videos. I salute you all, and I will see you with another video very soon.